17's the winter transfer window rolls on. Joining us now via Zoom, Dax McCarty. He needs no introduction. The man who's getting ready for season number 19, captained 4 different sides in Major League Soccer, 2-time Supporter Shield winner. The list goes on. Dax, I wanted to ask you, could you put into words for us what this move means for you and your family making that jump from NSC here to Atlanta, Georgia?
Well, it's difficult for sure. Thank you for that great introduction. I think the word that comes to mind is grateful, and one more is probably motivated. Look, Atlanta United needs no introduction, no explanation of why players would want to join the team. When I was going through free agency and considering the options, of which, retirement was definitely one of them, there were only a few teams on my list that I think really stuck out as teams that I would want to go and play for, and Atlanta United was definitely one of them. So obviously very gracious that the interest was mutual, and very excited, man. Like, just extremely excited to continue my career and go play for a team that, in my eyes, is one of the best teams in MLS and is going to be competing for trophies throughout the season. So really, really exciting opportunity.
You are a familiar name for us, being in conference, back to that first ever match for NSC there at Nissan Stadium against us. Talk about what you already knew about the club. Mercedes-Benz Stadium as being a venue to play, and also the talent level currently here, especially at your position. Guys like Thiago Almada, Tristan Muyumba, some of these front office moves that you're now getting to become a part of here come this season.
Well, anytime Atlanta United was on the schedule, it was always a little bit of a pain in the neck trying to prepare for them. I didn't play in the game down in Atlanta last year. I don't like to remember it. I think it was 4-0 Atlanta over Nashville SC. Obviously, there's a nice little derby there that was brewing. We had some great games against them. I remember vividly that first game ever in Nashville SC's history, being captain and being able to walk out in front of 65,000 people against a great Atlanta United team, and obviously ended up losing the game. But I think that wasn't the most important thing. The most important thing was just, hey, there's soccer here in Nashville. We played against a great Atlanta United team who obviously has a fantastic following. And so for me, a lot of good memories playing against them, a lot of not so good memories playing against them. For me, one of the most talented teams in the league. You've already mentioned some of the players. Almada, for me, extremely exciting talent, a guy that I'm really looking forward to playing with and hopefully, being able to make him shine just as much as he did last year. Overall, just nothing but positive things to say, man. I mean, the 17s, they need no explanation. Like, one of the most intimidating atmospheres in the league at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Really excited to be on the hopefully on the good side of the crowd and of the cheering this time around.
2-time All-Star Gold Cup winner as well. You've got an immense leadership background as well, but there's one thing still missing from that trophy cabinet of yours, the MLS Cup. Can you speak on how big of a factor maybe that was in fueling you to continue to join the side, and how you think your perspective and vision can maybe give us that edge in finding our second cup in club history?
Just a massive motivation for me. I think I've learned throughout my life and my career now that winning trophies is why you play the game, right? And MLS Cup here in the US is the playoff system. That's what gets you a ring. I'm really proud of my accomplishments in the Supporter Shields. I think that's definitely a testament to, I think, who the best team in the league is throughout the whole regular season. But that ring is why we play, and that MLS Cup has eluded me. I've had the chance to win it before, and I had a taste of it, and I want to get back there. And so that was a big factor in my decision. I wanted to be at a club that I felt like absolutely had the capability of competing right away and winning MLS Cup. And there's not many rosters that I look at throughout MLS that I say there's more talent on the team than Atlanta United. I just don't. And so I think, going through and watching them play the last 6 months of the season after they made some really, exciting and good additions, they were one of the best teams in the league. And I think the attacking side of the ball, probably not a better team in the league at scoring goals and creating chances. And then, for me, I looked at, the roster and the composition and the makeup of it. And, speaking with Carlos Bocanegra and speaking with Gonzalo Pineda, there was clear alignment from what we were both looking for in terms of, I think, what I could provide, right? In terms of my leadership, in terms of my experience off the field, trying to help younger players, just trying to be a good teammate. And then on the field, I still feel good, man. I know it's fun to look at players' ages and, look, you don't have to tell me, like, when you sign a 36-year-old, maybe people aren't super excited about it, right? It's not a multi-million-dollar young South American or European player, and I get that. But I definitely think I can provide something unique that maybe Atlanta United lacked a little bit last year. And maybe that can help the team get over the hump in the playoffs and definitely, compete for an MLS Cup again, because, when I look at the team, I think that's where they should be. So just competing for every trophy that they're competing for.
Just like you said, we're so excited for that 2024 horizon. On behalf of the entire front office, all of the 17s, Dax, welcome to the Five Strides family.
Really excited to get going. Thanks, Joe.